I went to the Enhypen Walk the Line LA concert and this was my experience. But first, let's rewind a bit to the beginning of the day. I first started my day bright and early at Hello 82, hoping to get the lucky draw cards. We got there at 10:55, which was 5 minutes before the opening, and we were a little concerned if we were gonna get it or not just because of the line. Once it hit 11, they started to let people in, and the line moved fairly quickly. We got in within 5 minutes. Of course, the entrance was all decked out for Enhypen, and we immediately went into a line to buy the albums. For the lucky draw, we were actually limited to 4 albums or 4 lucky draws per person, meaning if you wanted all 7 members, you had to pair up with someone. And I had every reason to be afraid we wouldn't get the lucky draw because it turns out we were the last people to purchase an album. So my apologies to anyone behind us. I'll have a short posted of me unboxing one of the albums, but these are the photo cards I got. Besides from the lucky draw, this fan event also had other activities, such as this DIY blood vial. You essentially choose 2 pigments that they have and they'll put the pigments into red dyed water. I ended up choosing purple and black. They added a scoop each into the vial before corking it off and handing it to you. And the magic actually happened when you shook the bottle. The pigments create a really cool swirling effect that you wouldn't see if it was stationary. They also had a little place where you can create a tag for your vial. I just wrote Walk the Line 8/16 today's date in order to commemorate the day. In addition to the blood vials, they also had an airbrush tattoo station. You got to choose a stencil you wanted and then they would airbrush on red paint. I chose this heart with a bat on it and I wanted it at my collarbone so that it would still show with my outfit and kind of fit the vibe where everyone can see it still. I couldn't really record the airbrushing process as if I moved any more the stencil would come right off, but this is what it ended up looking like. And it turned out very cute.
OMG!
They also had a mini station where you can test out the new Enhypen VR concert, but since I did the TXT one, I didn't need to do it again because I knew exactly what to expect. Afterwards, we grabbed a quick bite to eat before heading to the BMO Stadium. Despite not having VIP tickets, we did go early because we were afraid there would be no parking. This was the line we encountered as we were driving in, which is kinda insane. Later, I would learn to find out that these were the VIP lines. We got a pretty decent parking spot and we decided to head out in order to grab some freebies and to check out the Engine zone. Now, I got a lot of freebies at this concert. Dare I say even more than the Stray Kids concert I went to. And I'll have a clip at the end of the video of me going through all of the freebies. While heading to the Engine zone, we did pass by the merch line and this was crazy. It was also really hot that day. The Engine zone was very quick and easy. All you had to do was show them your membership card, your concert ticket, and they would stamp your hand and provide you with a PC. And for the grand reveal, Jungwon looks so good in this PC. We were happy to keep him despite him not being our bias, but there was a lot of people trading their PCs. It was so hot we retreated back to our AC car and my airbrush tattoo faded a bit, which I was bummed out about. We left the car at 4:30 and we knew where our seats were, but we didn't know where our entrance was, so we spent the time looking for it. We essentially walked around half of the stadium while Enhypen was doing their sound check. And y'all, the fan chants were so loud, I was so pumped. We thought we found the right line, but of course they told us right when the doors opened that this was not a line at all. Turns out there's only one entrance for all of the rest general sale tickets. So after getting in another line, we found ourselves on this patch of grass, kicking up dirt as we walked towards the front. At this point I would have done anything to get out of the sun, but luckily the ticket scanning process was fairly quick as it was not the same line as security. I've only been to BMO once or twice and we went through the back entrance, so being greeted with this view when you first walk in is kind of breathtaking. And while people were lining up for merch, I was lining up to use the restroom because yes, this is the line to the women's restroom. The stadium had a specialty cocktail called Walk the Line, so of course we got that. And I also got chicken tenders and fries, while my friends got this Korean meatball looking thingy. Our seats was in section 109, row B, and while they are close to the stage, they're a little too far to the side. And I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. Also, thank you to the Engine who was passing out earplugs as part of their freebies. They definitely came in handy, and you couldn't even tell I was wearing them. By the time the show started, the stadium was packed. Enhypen opened the show with Brought the Heat Back before performing one other song and then introducing themselves. The cheers were so loud, I actually could not hear Jungwon at all.
Let's energy and introduce ourselves. 1, 2, 3,
And remember when I said our seats were too far to the side? Well, that meant when the Enhypen went into the inner stage, I could not see them at all. I had to watch the screen pretty much in order to see them, which meant I missed out on epic stages like Past the Mic. And Lucifer, I was really looking forward to hear this song. Also, can we talk about how they're dressed up as priests despite singing a song called Lucifer? I guess one benefit from sitting on the side is being able to see some of the behind the scenes stuff. Like how Enhypen's backup dancers all dance to the choreography of the songs. Like, they're living their dreams too. Being so far to the side also meant that we were not close to the extended stage at all, and they kind of look like little blobs. But at least I got to experience the I would give up heaven if I had to line again. While I like Lucifer, Moonstruck will always have my heart, and I was so happy that I was able to see them perform this so close. Also, I have already posted full song videos that I took of my favorite songs to my channel, so make sure you check those out after this video. Also, we can't forget Enhypen requesting the opera version of EXO.
Everybody, you can let us hear you, right?
Jungwon wants the opera version, not the
Enhypen officially ended the show with Bad Desire. And in between that song and the encore, they were showing fans on stage with the camera. And if I learned anything from this is that the people wanted outside, but we did not end up getting it. We did end up getting Helium, which I believe no other stop got, so there's that. And that essentially ended our night. We made our trek back to our car and said goodbye to BMO Stadium. The next day I tackled organizing all of my freebies, and if you cannot tell how many freebies this is at 10 times speed. And still, this clip is gonna be 3 minutes long. To all of the Engenes that gave out freebies, thank you so much. And to all of the Engenes who didn't give out freebies, thank you for giving your energy during the concert. I have truly never heard fan chants as loud as Enhypen, and I just wish I could do it all over again. Unpacking all my freebies is all I have left for you guys today, so thank you for watching. Consider subscribing if you like my content, and I'll see you next time.